you.
T-balls. Good evening, one and all. A very warm welcome. And obviously, good evening. We've just been having a little chat, actually. Sorry if we ran over a little bit late. So we'll say one or two good evenings. Hey, it's me, Jesus Christ. Good evening to you. Jackie Chan, good evening. Mick King, good evening. Jackson, you're here, and TVP's here. Chris Horton, Rufus, evening Rufus, Simon62, Grant Mullins, Bill Dawson, Mick King, evening Mick, Daniel, evening Daniel. Nice to see you on parade on time tonight, Daniel. More than we were, he may say. Mark Trigwell, evening Mark. Frankenmiser. What's that? Pulled and by? That's an odd name. It's nearly as odd as Donkey Balls. Oh dear. Grant Mullins, I think I said. Black Country Vapor, good evening. Patrick Pyle, good evening, Patrick. Thanks, YouTube, telling me we're now live. Adrian Mason, evening, Adrian. Lynn Smith, evening, Lynn. I still haven't made you boys a spanner, and I meant to for this week. Graham Mabley, good evening, Graham. Peter Kendall, Scott Morrison, skipping through Jason Lee, evening, Jason, and I think Cycle Scooby Flyer, good evening. Is that a rude gesture, Daniel? I think that's a rude gesture. I didn't think he was.
Careful, Daniel. You're on thin ice, you son. I've told you before. Yeah, I'm coming for your spot.
Mark, John, good evening, Mark. Jackie Chan, good evening. Laurie, have I got something to show you? What was that off? That was Are You Being Served, wasn't it? Have I got a surprise for you?
I bet you have as well, yeah.
Oh, I remember that like it was yesterday. Rasper, eating Rasper. Yeah, seriously, Laurie, got something to show on screen, which I think you'll love. Graham, eating Graham, and Nita. There we are. Welcome, one and all. And how are you boys tonight?
Superb. Feeling better after my man flu.
It was man flu, do you think? Did you have a test?
Yeah, well, I was rough for about 6 days actually. It's only like Sunday and yesterday I started coming to feeling better, but today I feel tip top.
Excellent. That's good. We've got Cheech Authentic. Eating Cheech. The authentic.
Behave yourself, Cheech.
The authentic. Change the way the thing comes in. It now slides in from the side. Probably not many people have noticed the difference, but it should be a slight difference.
We didn't notice you doing it getting it set up last week.
Got it set up last week, didn't we? Evening, Rob, UK Vapester.
Getting an echo.
We are getting an echo.
I can't hear no echo.
Yeah, there's a slight echo. Why did we all look at Jackson then when we had an
Is that any better? Probably my phone. Hello?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah,
yeah. Lovely.
So we were right to look at you then, Jackson. We did the
right. Yeah, you are, yeah. I'm getting there slowly. I'm learning. I'm getting there.
Fair enough. Right. Who would like to go first with what they're vaping on? Go on then, Mark. Go on then.
I never go first. I'm going to go first.
No, you don't. You don't normally.
So this week, as usual, I'm on my independent mods Violator with some Just Jamming. That's my go-to setup. Drag 3 Freemax M Pro 2 with the RBA coiling and some black in there, Colonel the Black, which again, stunning. I'm on my Elitist Ed Balance with the DNA 60 board, of course, not the cheap one Roy's got, the DNA one, with the Ed Zachary on top. And inside there, I've got some, for the first time ever, Pistache, which is fucking amazing juice. Really, really nice juice that from Just Add Nick. And I'm on the Trishul Mechanical mod with the, what is this, the Hellbeast RDA. And inside there, we have got the final version of the strawberry kiwi yogurt, which is fucking amazing, by the way.
Yeah,
And a cheeky little Carly.
We're all a little smug, aren't we, Mark? We'll get to.
We are a little smug. We'll get to that, though, Mark.
We'll get to that in a little while, I think. But yeah, all good news tonight, folks. All good news. Why don't you pass it to someone, Mark?
I'll pass it on to Jackson.
Right, quick and simple. We've got the Aromarizer Plus V2, same as always. I've got a bit Congo Bongo in there.
Congo Bongo?
And then we've got a bit of Congo Bongo. And then we've got the Paramar Revived Edition. Now, with the Bishop on top, which got a review coming up on that. However, I'd just like to point out, with the first batch of the Paramar, there was a lot of issues, so I'm aware of the battery cap. So the battery cap had no venting. And as you can see on the newer batches, they've got the holes in on the venting. However, just to make you aware, wherever you brought it from, do contact them because they are willing to send out another top cap for your batteries with the venting on. And obviously they did have other problems, but obviously I didn't pick one up back then. I know they had problems with the fire button, they had problems with the battery, they had problems with the charging ports. There was a lot of other problems as well, but obviously the main issue is you never have no venting for your battery. So the company's now out there actually saying they're going to replace the battery. If you brought one, just contact them and let them know. And in there, I've got.
To be fair though, Jackson, I don't think that was its only real issue. The venting, to be fair.
No, I've seen. I did hear it did have a lot of issues, a hell of a lot of issues. But I've seen it, and it was. I forgot how much the missus got it me to go with the Bishop. I think it was 40 quid. Don't hold me to that, but I think it was somewhere around that sort of price. So she got it me, and then obviously I had a look around and everything like that, and I've seen a lot of people saying a lot of issues with the previous batch. So fingers bloody crossed it don't happen with this. And in there, I'm actually vaping some Drakes off my Kentucky. This is good stuff. This is bloody good stuff. This is.
We had a chat about net tobaccos and that you hadn't tried. You tried tobacco flavors, hadn't you? But you hadn't tried net tobacco. Yeah. So I sent you a bottle with your last little order, didn't I? Just as a sample. So you like that then?
Oh, that's beautiful. That is. No, that is bang on the money. That.
It's like night and day. It's like night and day compared to a normal tobacco flavored e-liquid, isn't it?
Yeah, hell of a lot. Hell of a lot. I've got it. I can't stop smoking it at the minute. I really can't. I don't know if
smoking it,
vaping it. I don't know. For the last sort of month, I have been craving the backy taste. I have, and I'm not going to lie. I've been obviously you got your fruits and everything like that. I've just been craving that taste. Then obviously Mark sent me this over, and touch wood, it does the job. Does it well. I'm very happy with that.
I can actually, and then I can vape that with zero nicotine and feel like I'm getting what I need. It's bizarre. It really is strange. Sorry, go on.
And a cheeky Jack Daniels.
Cheeky Jack. Cheeky Jack.
And jobs are good at.
Oh no! I've just read. No, Laurie. No, don't do this to us. I got the Ed Zachary and wow did I struggle. It's laying on the side all clean and no longer attempted. Laurie. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Good
grief, Laurie. Come on.
You need to persevere with it because it is worth the effort. It's worth the squeeze, isn't it, Mark?
The Zachary is definitely worth the squeeze. And it's not even and Laurie, please don't take this the wrong way, but it's really not a complicated tank. It really isn't. Yeah, well, listen. If I get 5 minutes later, I'll talk you through it. Easy.
Jackson, you've done a review on that, haven't you?
On the Paramore?
No, on the Ed Zachary.
I have had a cracking review. Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Boy, you've done one too.
Yep.
So there's two there for you.
I've zoomed in on the building part as well.
Yeah. So there's two there that you can go and have a look at. Mark said he was going to, but I haven't noticed it yet.
I am going to do it. I have been poorly. I've been very. I had no voice, Mark. I've had no voice at all. I couldn't even go
on him. He's not
You
been.
could have done it with subtitles.
No, I couldn't even. I couldn't even work because obviously I'm a customer care rep. Like, I just had no voice.
You could have done it with subtitles.
I could have done, yeah, sign language over the phone.
Not even sign that. No, not your work. The reviews. You could have just done sign. You could have just done it with subtitles.
I think you
Have
could.
you ever seen the subtitles on my videos?
You wouldn't have got, for once in your life, you wouldn't have got in trouble for what you said. You could have
Exactly.
worked.
Yeah. Could have got Becca to just do a voiceover. My first Becca's voice.
Roy, shall we go to you?
Okie dokie. I've got the Bishop. Been bashing the Bishop all week. I have the review recorded. It's uploaded. Just needs to get released, and that's on the original Ed Balance. Don't need anything special in it. Don't need a DNA board in it. It's still pressing the button. It still vapes.
Doesn't stop us teasing you though.
I've got the Drag 3 with the VP pod on top. Oh, in the Ed Zachary, I've also got the strawberry kiwi in there. In the, I'm getting the feedback again. The pod or the VP pod, I have got some Shy Tots Mindforge in there, which is actually quite nice. So the Bishop review will be out tomorrow.
Still a little bit of feedback.
Yeah, there is. I'm getting. That's why I keep pausing because I keep hearing myself going back. And
it's not your microphone too close, is it, Roy?
No. So I was talking to you earlier, and there was no feedback whatsoever.
That's better.
Yeah.
No, I'm still getting it.
Yeah,
it's definitely not. It's definitely not me because you know what I mean. Road mic.
A hit echo cancellation and then back again. See if that cures it. Okay. Yeah, still feedback. Okay, well, hopefully it disappears, guys. We'll knock Jackson's stream off in a minute and see if it's him.
Is it me, really?
We don't.
Is that better?
There's feedback coming from.
Well, I just muted my mic there, and the feedback was still happening.
All right, let me mute mine. It can't be me, can it? I'm a fucking professional, man.
I've heard this before.
I've removed my phone. I've moved my phone.
It is Mark. It is TVP's.
No, he just did advert there.
Yeah, he muted. He muted.
It's not me.
It is you.
Turned it off.
Well,
it is you.
Oh dear. Right, okay. I think that's got a bit better. What am I vaping on? Well, I'm on the Ed Zachary on the Ed Balance, and mine's a bit of a suave one as well, unlike Roy's, unfortunately, but you know, it's okay, Roy. And inside mine, I've got the final version of what we're calling the Killenberry. Also, I've got the same juice, but in a 3 milligram with a 70-30 mix in the Reload S, which we'll get to as well as a little announcement on that. Let's have a little vape on that. This Reload S I'm liking. Very good. And that's pretty much all I'm on, just those two tonight, because I wanted to test this new juice. For anyone who didn't know, we had a version 1, which we weren't happy with Mark's juice. And so we didn't waste time. We wanted a version 2, 3, and 4 all at the same time. And one of those versions, over to you, Mark.
Well, one of them versions is absolutely spot on. So we've been doing the testing. Now, there is differences between the three, and the version 2, 3, and 4. Now, you know, I've gone through them all, and for me, the version 3 is absolutely pucker. It's perfect. It's got the perfect balance and blend of the kiwi, the strawberry, and the yogurt/cream. Now, the thing is with these juices is, as well, I think if we left it another week, it'd get even better. because it's got custard and not custard, yogurt and cream in.
Yeah,
definitely needs a couple of weeks steep. So I think even with another week, it's just going to improve and improve. So yeah, the V3 is absolutely perfect. That's the one we're going with, and I am deliriously happy with it. Really, really happy with it.
it's fun.
Like you said, Mark. The V1 was shit. Not shit, but it weren't.
It wasn't right.
It
wasn't right. So the echo's gone, isn't it? Where's Jackson? Yeah. Oh, he's gone.
Oh, it's not me, Roy.
It was you. Whenever you muted, there was no echo.
There was no echo when you left, Mark.
Really?
Yeah, it's all right. Let's move
God's sake.
We're all right at the moment, so just don't touch. Stop.
Right. Come on.
No, it's quite strange. Everyone got a sample of these juices, and we all came back with the same one, really, didn't we? The version 3. We all came back and said, that's banging. That's what it should have been. So we've now got all 3 flavours. Labels being designed as we speak. And then it's off for testing, get them passed, and let's get them out there. So we're all good. So really exciting times. So there'll be 3 in the range. Mark has named them. And that'll become obvious as time goes on. But effectively, it's a strawberry custard. Actually, Mark, you go through the flavours. Strawberry custard, the first one.
So yeah, we've got the strawberry custard, we've got the strawberry banana milkshake, and obviously we've got the strawberry kiwi cream yogurt. And to be honest, I mean, I love all 3, but this version 3, this Kilberry one, the kiwi one's my new favourite. I think it's absolutely fucking banging.
Yeah, I think they're all 3. I'm chuffed. I'm just going
I'm still stuck on the strawberry custard.
Yeah, you love that, don't you, Roy?
To me, it's just liquid crack. It is
We're not calling it that. We're not calling it that.
I know you're not calling it that, but to me, it is just liquid crack. It's just. It will be when it first gets launched. I'll be putting a big order in for it. Not that much.
Yeah, and as for the name, we need to just ask. Yeah, I think it's basically just going to be TVP juice, but we're going to have obviously it's going to have some sick names, bruv, in it for each flavour. So yeah, happy. Can't wait.
And the fantastic tagline
is the juice with the motherfucking squeeze. Laurie says, "What is it with you all and strawberry?" Well, strawberry's always been one of my favourite e-liquid flavours. Always since I first got off menthol. After I first started vaping, strawberry has always done it for me. Anything with strawberry in, I absolutely adore. So yeah, and as for the Kilberry, the kiwi one, I think most of you know that I used to make my own a couple of years back, and that was my all-day vape for about 2 years. So for me, it was a no-brainer. And to make a strawberry custard, again, no-brainer. So yeah, I just love strawberry.
I think strawberry just works well as part.
It does,
doesn't it? And it's
as long
vape.
As long as you've got a good strawberry. Yeah, right. Strawberry is a really mind you, it's not just one strawberry. There's probably 3 or 4 strawberries in there, and they've got the right balance.
Right, here's a question here from Adrian Mason. Put him on there. I have an Ed Balance DNA eScribe questions TVP and Naturevape. Question is, can USB board also fit? If no, there is a plug-in and outboard for the DNA 60 question mark. We had this years ago with the billet box, and there didn't used to be a USB port for the billet box, but there was a way, and I can't remember what it was. There's a bit of kit from DNA that you can buy, whereby you can plug it in. But to be honest with you, the eScribe part of it, for me anyway, with the DNA 60, I kind of get it more for the the higher wattage ones, but for the 60, unless you want to change and put, I don't know, like for me, I might put Naturevape when it fires up. There's not a lot really you want to change with a DNA 60, in my opinion.
No, it does everything on the board itself. There's no need for eScribe, in my opinion. Like Mark said, I can understand with the more complicated boards where you can put all your custom shit on. But for the DNA 60, it's totally unnecessary.
It's quite a tiny little screen, isn't it? Oh, it doesn't show on mine because I've got the green screen behind me, but it's quite a tiny screen anyway. Really, it's not a massive. There you go.
It is, yeah. It's not. I just don't see any need for each grab. It does everything you need and want on the board. So
Look, can you tell that is one of his favourites? Look how scratched that is underneath.
I know.
It used to be, you know, Mark, I was a pod person, complete pod person all the time. This has taken over. This is never out of my hand.
If I can take over a pod, that's like music to my ears.
I just wish we could figure out how to stop the bloody rattle, though. It's annoying.
I know exactly what the rattle is. You know what it is as well, though.
Yeah, you told me what it was when you took it apart to put the DNA board in. But you can't do anything about it.
If you take the tank off, there is no rattle.
Exactly, it's the 510.
It's a C-clip underneath the 510 that when you put the tank down, pushes the 510 down, and the little C-clip just rattles from side to side. I mean, it's not.
Can't you take it apart, Roy, and just scrunch the C-clip up a bit so it don't rattle?
I think you may be better if you really did offend you, push a little bit of, I don't know, foam or something up there to stop it. But to be honest, I vape mine. I don't shake it.
I've just noticed.
When I pick it up, it's whenever I pick it up. If I'm sitting here and it's silent, especially in the morning when I'm working, and I pick it up, you do that, you hear it, and it's just.
Yeah, but he vapes like that. You don't vape like that. That's honestly the first time I've ever noticed it. I've never noticed it. So, everyday use.
Shell, go take a short walk go take a short walk or a long walk off a short plank. Even get it right.
A short walk off a long plank.
It's just because you're short. I just keep thinking stuff you're short. You might as well take.
Hey Jackson, do me a favor. Because I'm getting some feedback now. Can you turn your speakers down just ever so slightly, or your volume down?
Me?
Yeah, I think that's where it's feeding back from. What you're listening to is feeding back into your phone mic.
You should have.
My phone's over that side of the room now. Any better?
You should have, when you're listening to it, if you listen through the stream, not through YouTube, turn YouTube speaker off. Silence the YouTube speaker. And listen.
Yeah, don't have YouTube on because that's where the
yeah, that's it. That's YouTube off. That's the phone the other end of the room and the volume.
No, that's
down.
perfect now. It's because you had YouTube on. I always mute the YouTube.
No, yeah.
Because it's slightly delayed.
Don't worry.
Because it's slightly delayed when we speak. Like 2 seconds later, it'll speak on the YouTube channel. That's causing it sounds like an echo, but it's not. It's just repeating.
Yeah.
All
perfect now, Marky Mark.
All good. Thank you for that, boys. Lovely. Helen Knight, good evening to you. Right. Well, Laurie is still in chat, I think. Oh, hang on. There's a comment here from her. I followed Roy's review and did that build with the bigger. Hang on, let's put that on the chat. With the bigger top thing, right? In other words, this top here, but did it your way, Mark. Different coil way. It leaked, gurgled, and juice went dark in one go.
I've told you what that is, Mark. So that's two things. Number one, there's not enough wicking because the Carethon's very, very unforgiving. Okay, it's not the most forgiving tank on the planet. You don't put enough wicking, it will gurgle, it will flood, and it will leak out of that little airflow hole at the bottom. 1,000,000%. Why your juice is going black is always check your coil that it's not touching anything else in that depth, because if there's a slight short, that'll cause a hot spot and burn your juice and turn it and make it go black. I've done it before on the Carethon, trust me. So you're not on your own there, Laurie. So recoil it, check your coil that the coils are not touching any part of the deck or the walls or anything on the Carethon, and just put a little more wicking. And honestly, you might think on a Carethon it's too much wick, but it really isn't, because it wicks so efficiently.
There's like a slit down the side, and it takes that juice through that slit, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it's so unforgiving. If you get it wrong slightly, it'll piss on your chips like nobody's business. So it's Yeah, it's definitely a learning curve, Laurie. I mean, if you've not vaped something like that before, just persevere, just carry on. You know, we're here to give you advice and stuff, but honestly, persevere, and when you get it right, you'll be like, boys, thank
Laurie's
you.
had the True Tank for years and got on really well with it. Never had an issue. So I would say if you can do the True Tank, you can do the K-Fun lot or the Ed Zachary lorry without a problem. And talking about chips and pissing on and tramp on, and which is your favourite expression, Mark, with the tramp. Where's me pictures? Where's me bloody pictures?
No, a tramp on chips, mate.
A tramp on chips.
Frank Snowman wants to know: do 21350 batteries exist?
21350.
I haven't got a clue, Frank. I've never heard of it.
Not that I know of.
No.
Not in the vaping world, I would suggest. So, wrong one. Forget you saw that, everyone. That was
was that a ZQ trio? What was that?
I'll get to it. Let's go. This is what I thought Laurie and myself definitely would be. All we can see now is donkey balls. Look, if we just move that. Oh no, can't move it that way. Let's leave it. So this is the new mod by Ambition Mods called a converter, I think it's called. Hey up.
Problem. I think it's
which can be used as
dropping in, dropping out.
You're right, Mark. Do your stress injection. Don't stress.
Yeah, don't stress, mate. It's cool.
So it's a 23 mil diameter tube mod, and can also, with its adapter cage, be broken down and put into a side by side. And I just think awesome, love it, and it's just floats my boat. And I've got a sample in transit working its way to me, but it's one of those products I pretty much know. I don't even want to see the sample. I'm just buying them because.
No, I think that is fudging amazing. I think yeah, it's innovative. Although it's a side by side, look at the way they've done it. It's innovative. It's smart. It's sexy. There's not much I don't fucking like about that, to be fair.
No, 18350 and 18660.
Yeah. With the 18650, it's going to be Diddy as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Going
to be as long as my only reservation is they've got the chip right. Hopefully they have. As long as they've got that right, because EH Pro did a mod 101 which was similar to this, and their chip in it was awful. So let's hope they've got this chip right. I think they will.
Yeah, but EH Pro had they had form, didn't they, for making woeful chips, to be fair.
I got form. I got a bit of previous.
They had a bit of previous. They got form for making woeful chips. So I think with this being Ambition Mods, you know, they're quite they know what they're doing. So fingers crossed the chip's decent, because that looks fucking killer. That, and if that's in the right price bracket, I am down.
It will be. Yeah, well, I don't know what the price is yet, but I'm going to say like 60, maybe 70 quid at the tops. So it's going to be in that kind of area, I guess. So I think it's might be less. I haven't got a price yet, folks, so I'm guessing. But I just think, yeah, wow. But that kind of thing, if I could have designed that, I'd be like, hey, look what I've done. I'd have been so chuffed. I would. So,
but it's always the case, isn't it, when you look at something like that and you go, fuck, so simple yet. Yeah. Why has nobody thought of that before? Well, I guess something similar maybe has been done with mechanical mods. You know, where you can turn a mech into a squonker. They had that little squonk add-on where you screw the mech in.
Yeah, they did.
The battery.
Yeah.
There was. I'm sure that was Ambition Mods as well. They did the little squonk side by side thing. So you screw the mech in, and it's pretty much a mechanical side by side mod.
SXK did one, didn't they? That you bought the base. I've got one somewhere. You bought a base plate, and you could put a mod and a tank on. But the problem with that one was that the tube sat up here and the tank sat down there. You had to buy all these extenders, or use an extender, or use something German that would actually get the drip tip to go above it.
Kyle said, "Does it come in DNA for Roy?" Roy looks impressed.
Oh, Laurie, that's harsh. Mark, just make a better custard for God's sake.
We are doing a strawberry custard, Laurie.
Laurie, you will absolutely love it.
Chris Houghton, can anyone recommend an RDA that's great for squonking? Yes, the Hell Beast from Hellvape. Absolutely fantastic squonker, sexy looking RDA. You can drip it, you can squonk it. Beautiful flavour, bags of airflow, and it's cheap.
You see, this could be where Laurie's got a problem with the custard. It's not super sweet. I hate sweet ones. I've got a sweet tooth, and the vapes I like are like quite sweet tasting, perhaps. Jackson's gone.
Yeah, they are. This V3 is quite sweet, but I love the sweetness in it. It's not sweet. It's not like you taste some juice and it's like fucking. Yeah. But it has got that slight sweetness there. It's just fucking pucker. I do like sweet juices.
Don't know if you read this one out, Mark. What's the juice? Hang on, I've got Jackson coming back. What's the name of the juice line? It's TVP. It's going to have the TVP logo, as you can see in his screenshot right now, at the top of the bottle. And then the juices will all have their individual names. Killenberry being one of them. Are you going to tease them with the rest of the names, Mark, or not? TVP.
He's in another world.
Wherever the fire is.
Can you hear us, Mark? We can't hear you now.
Oh, God. Maybe the internet keeps coming in.
I muted myself. Sorry, I muted myself for some reason.
Hey, thank God for that. I thought we had another issue. Oh, so you're going to tease
I'm not going to tell him. I'm not going to tell him the names, Matt. I'll just tell him the Killenberry. So that's how it's going to look on the label there. But the rest you're going to have to wait, I'm afraid.
But we're on the home straight now, guys. The hardest bit with doing a juice is getting the flavour right. And that's the bit that takes the time, because you've got a week, 2 weeks steeping time. You know, if it's not right, you've got another 2 weeks, and that's not right, you've got another 2 weeks, and so it goes on. But that bit has all been done now. So it won't be long. It won't be long. I promise. Daniel, no, Laura, it's really nice, not chemically, not overly sweet. I've tried almost every custard produced in the last 6 years, and this is by far the best. What was he on about? Which one? Don't know. But it obviously makes sense to Laurie.
So as far as my voice is going again. Look, as far as time frame goes, Mark, to get through the testing and stuff like that, what's ballpark? What are we looking at? 6 weeks?
Well, let's say 4 to 6. I'm going to be pushing this quick and as hard as I can. And we want to do it in concentrate form as well as short film form. So I'll be pushing it hard. It's my it's up to me really to get it done as quick as we can. So then testing doesn't take as long now as it used to. So that's quite quick. They've got the process a lot better. So let's say 4 to 6 weeks. 4 to 6 weeks, I think. Not long. Will it really? Won't be that long.
No, I can't quit that well.
I'm going to be listening to Roy saying, I need this strawberry custard. When's it coming? I need this strawberry custard. When's it coming?
I've been on your back since I finished that last bottle. So.
Scott Morrison says we need a good strong pineapple. That's not a flavour that I've ever really been.
Pineapple, strawberry, and coconut is an amazing combination.
Is it?
Yeah, there's a wee bit of vanilla cream in it. Castaway Coconut, can't get it no more. Was by Dodo, Vape Dodo. It was my favorite juice. You can't get it no more, and you can't get anything like it anywhere.
Yeah, I've never really had a pineapple one that I've taken to, but I'm prepared to be proved wrong. And also, I mean, if this juice line goes well, you wouldn't be adverse to doing another couple of flavours, would you, Mark? I wouldn't have thought.
Fuck no chance. No, that's the plan, isn't it?
Just so you think, stop sitting on the fence. You get split.
Oh, that's the point. Listen, if this goes well and it's a success, then fuck yeah, man, we'll bring out a couple more flavors. Absolutely, and we'll listen to what people want, innit? If they want, fruity flavors like pineapples and stuff, we can come up with something like that. Yeah.
Nicky May says, will they be 100ml short fills, Mark? I don't know which Mark he's talking to, but as far as I'm concerned now, like these 50/60ml bottles are getting a bit on that. So yeah, it will be a bigger bottle. Yeah.
Yeah, I want 100, 120ml short fills. I would even, we're probably looking further down the line, but I would even push for maybe bottle shots.
Yes, well, that could be done.
Where the concentrates in the bottle, you fill up with VG, PG, because they're VG and Nick. They're so popular now, so bottle shots are the way forward for me.
Yeah. Well, that could be done as well. I mean, that was the idea really in my head of doing. I probably sell more concentrate than I do anything else. The blended concentrate. The mango, peach, and papaya, and a blackcurrant, raspberry, and lime. They'll
be the biggest sellers, Mark. The concentrate and the bottle shots. If we do the bottle shots, they'll fly off the shelves.
Yeah.
But obviously, if we're planning on, there's a few brick and mortars want to stock it. I know for a fact at least 4 or 5 have shown interest. Then we'd have to do 100ml short fills, wouldn't we?
Yeah. Eden Fiona and Michelle has obviously finished watching Coronation Street. Is that right, Roy?
I don't know. Well, it probably is. I've been out in the man cave since 7:30. So.
We got a question from Des, Mark, if you want to stick that up.
Des.
I'll take him.
Bill Dawson. Mark will lead balance rake and Nautilus GT 24. Oh, will it take? No, the Ed balance will take 24, I think. I've got Nautilus GT here.
Takes a 24. Takes a Nevermore, which is 24.
I don't think it'll take a 24.5, will it?
No, it weren't that question, Mark.
No, but I'm getting to the other one. Where's the other one?
Oh, okay, sorry, mate. I thought you were.
No, I just, what I'm like. I'm about half an hour behind. Who was it who had the question?
Des Turner.
Des Turner. Just read it out, Mark, so I can't see it.
All right, mate. So Des Turner says, got myself an SXK billet box and a genuine one also in the same week. What coils do you recommend for the RBAs, and are they available on the website?
Right, okay. Well, when it comes to the billet box, I personally like the crossbow is good, but is he talking about stock coils, is he? Because really you're down to Nautilus coils for that, or the what's the other one? The 3 letters. NEC coils, is it? NEC?
I don't know, Des, are you on about stock coils or pre-made coils? I think you said RBA, so yeah, pre-made.
Pre-made, yeah. So you're really down to Nautilus and the EUC. That's what I was trying to think of, coils for those. And a lot of people like the EUC coil with the EUC bridges. That's what a lot of people like.
No, Mark, for the RBA, for the rebuildable.
Oh, for a rebuildable? Well, it depends again what you want. There's so many now. If you like a tight sort of... See, the billet box is hard to get a true mouth-to-lung vape from it. It really is. Because the airflow, 3 slits, is so open, then it's got to
It's too loose. It's too loose.
The crossbow almost combats that. That's probably that, and the vape snail is probably the 2 best ones. But the vape snail is obviously a lot of money. Then you've got the Exocet, things of that sort, and the Zeta. The Zeta's not bad. So it's personal. There's so many personal. I think YouTube's your friend there, and just search billet box bridges.
But you do. I mean, you do a good range of coils, don't you? I'd be looking at something 2.5mm, maybe dual core fuse claps and something like that for the billet box. That's what I'd be looking at, around 0.4, 0.5.
Yeah, again, it depends on your vaping style. I mean,
yeah, it depends on your vaping style. But like you said, with the billet box, you're not really going to be motor lunging, are you? Because it's not that kind of. It's just
lot-
not that kind of vape. So it's always going to be a direct restricted lung. So yeah, around 0.4, 0.5, 2.5 millimeter ID, something with a dual core in.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Daniel says, Mark, I'm sure. Oh, I'm not sure the problem is your end, pal. Oh, so Daniel doesn't think I'll stand to you, Jackson. He's sticking up for you.
Oh, yeah. I just keep cutting off and everything tonight.
I don't know why that is. You were Sky, aren't
I
you?
don't know. I'm hardwired as well, and touch wood, it's normally been doing its job, but
All right.
tonight I'm checking the lead. I run downstairs, check that. Okay.
You've gone downstairs and said to the kids, do not
Well, that's
pull
60-foot
lead
wire, isn't I?
Stop pulling the bloody lead out.
Whatever you do, Des.
Downstairs.
Whatever you do, Des, don't get that bridge that Mr. Just Right came out with. I forget the name of it, but don't get it because it's fucking rubbish. All right. So I forget the name of it. He brought it out with Watofo, didn't he? Shite.
Who did?
Mr. Just Right one.
Oh, right.
The geezer who did the profile and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Was it the truss? The truss. Don't get the truss bridge.
I'll tell you the best.
Is that the red and gold one?
The best bridge for the billet box in a price range. Here we are. Put my hat on, my hand on my hat. The vape shell. Get the vape shell. You can't go wrong. Really, it's good. It's very, very good. And you've got the inserts for that as well. So if you want to restrict the airflow down, open it up, you've got a bit of room. I even managed to get a 4-core Clapton in a vape shell. So if I can get one of them in, that will suit you from a single single round wire coil up to a 4-core. There you go. Vape shell or vape snail.
Spit it out, Mark. What's up with you?
Blah, blah, blah.
The vape shells are a really good little tank.
The vape shell is brilliant. I think
I did a review on that.
This is going to sound like a sales pitch. We've only got one in stock, and I know we've got one because I've got a customer who wants 2, and he's not going to buy one until I've got more than one. And they're about a week to 10 days away, more stock. Getting any of the Atmazoo stuff is quite difficult at the minute, but we're not too bad on stock at the moment. I noticed Net Vapor did a review on the tripod. He loved the tripod. And a lot of people love the tripod. A lot of people do. Am I that far behind? Was that your question? Can anyone recommend an RDA that's great for squonking? That was ages ago.
Mark, you're always like minimum 20 minutes behind, aren't you? So come on.
Well, let's change the subject. What else is new that's coming along? We've done your juice, and we're all excited about that. There is another one. I showed the picture earlier and hid it really quickly because I wasn't ready. This is the ZQ Trio, and I don't know what it's like. There's a sample on its way to me as we speak. It's got 3 airflow options, 3 independent air. Now, in my head, I'm thinking, why? But don't knock it till you've tried it. Anyone heard of ZQ?
Yeah, they're supposed to be making my RTA.
Oh,
Is that yours, Mark? That's there?
No, that's definitely not mine. No, but yeah, that's the company making my RTA at the moment.
well, ZQ share a production line with Aspire.
And they're a subsidiary of Hellvape as well.
Are they?
Mm.
Right, okay. Because they did the Ascent mod as well, which is quite an inexpensive DNA 75 mod, which they're also going to send me a sample of that as well. So
Yeah, the Ascent.
The Ascent, yeah.
Yeah, I did like that. They sent me one, but so they sent me the Ascent and the Trio, and I got a customs fee of £82.
Really?
I think it was 82 quid, and I said I'm not paying it, and they wouldn't pay it, so I just refused it and sent it back. And they did just.
That sounds like UPS to me.
It was UPS.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, the way, or the reason I've got that contact come to me, if you like, the lady I used to deal with at Sense. Do you remember Sense? with the. They did a lovely.
Yeah.
I love their the Sense Jet was it mod. She's now gone off to work for ZQ, and she contacted me and said, "Mark, I've moved. This is where I am. Can I send you some samples?" So it's fun, isn't it? Small world. Small world.
Yeah, the thing is with that trio, I mean, I remember when they were first pimping pictures of it, and it was due for release and that, and I always said, why does a motor lung tank need 3 different airflows? It's overkill for me. It's ridiculous. I can understand like something like the Violator or a 30mm coming out with a triple airflow there, but not like a motor lung.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they're saying that can switch directly from mouth to lung to direct lung. That's why it's direct lung and mouth to lung all in one. So that's probably why they've got the 3 airflows, so that you can actually tone it down for a really restricted mouth to lung, or probably going right up to a really loose direct lung.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, I'm just speculating because I can't possibly comment on it because I've never owned one. So it might be fucking awesome. I don't know. I'm just speculating on.
You did own one. You just didn't want to pay the shipping costs.
No, exactly. Yeah.
Because he's mean. My initial thoughts were, like I say, I just think, why? Why would you want 3? How's that going to happen? But don't knock it till you tried it. When it comes,
Exactly.
I'll stick a coil in it. We'll see what it's like.
And that Ascent mod, the DNA 75 is supposed to be the dog's bollocks, made really, really well. So pricey though, pricey.
Well,
it's like me with the pandemic. It's got 21 different airflow options on it, but it's all in around the one place. But it's just, the more airflows you have, the more you can tone it in to get perfect flavor.
Yeah, so the boys are saying in chat there, the top airflow is just slipstream to let more air into your mouth. So that's going to be a flavor diluent right there, isn't it?
Yeah, that's not.
You're just sucking air in, and it's not coming from anywhere near the coil. What's the point?
They used to do drip tips that did that, didn't they? Drip tips. That
they did.
Oh, what I tried one. I thought, why would you want this? I'm just.
You remember the drip tips as well that had the fanning, and you as soon as you sucked on it, it went.
The Dyson drip tip. Chris Horton says he must say he's keen to try this strawberry milkshake. So you should be, Chris.
And you won't be disappointed.
Yeah. Unicron's hole. What's he put in? I can picture vanilla cream going across TVP's lips, probably because I have exclusive access. Oh dear.
Don't be telling everyone about my OnlyFans cron, okay? It's a secret.
You put it on your lips now instead of just your nipples.
Dear oh Lord.
You'd be surprised what I do on my OnlyFans, mate.
Well, I think we'll move on. I've got visions of a painter's radio in my head, and it won't go away.
Mark just sticks donut on his nipples.
They don't call me Don Keyballs for nothing.
Don Keyballs. Let's put Frank's going. Frank Snowman. I think the Notion mouth to lung was a strange size, but I don't remember the Stratum Zero is not 18350 or 18650. Oh my word! The Stratum Zero. That's this one, isn't it? That's the Stratum Zero, isn't it? That's 21700. I think you could put it in a lesser size. Can't remember now. 2721, I think 700. Ian above the clouds. Pineapple ice vapes are one of my faves. Just hard to find a good one. Well, maybe we should be looking into pineapple. Who knows? Pineapple cream soda, Nicky Maynard.
Yeah, there's a lot of like the tropical flavors and stuff like that are quite popular, aren't they? But a lot of them have that cooling in, don't they?
Yeah.
A lot of the tropicals work better, I think, with a bit of Coolada personally.
They do, yeah. A lot of the Filipino juices and that came out. They're mainly tropical, and they're all Coolada. And some of them are banging, but
well, I tend to do like with the Congo Bonga that I vape. That's sort of like sort of your Mountain Dew to your sort of lilt. I do a bottle shot, so I get the concentrate, mix it all up to 250 ml. I put 20 ml of Coolada straight in it. So I know some people probably think, well, 20 ml. I think with the tropical, the colder it is, I like it. I think it's the better. You
Is
know,
that-
but not everybody likes cool harder, though, do they?
Roy,
Some people just like it fresh.
is that the one you're about to share?
I've been sharing it. We've been talking about it for the last half hour.
Joining the conversation. Tapping away gets nowhere. We could all tap away and no one would be saying anything.
But Laurie's going to sleep soon, and if we wait till we get there, Laurie will have gone to bed and been
She always
snoring.
says that. That's just because she's impatient. She just says it because she's impatient. No, she does have to go to bed. Wendy,
TVP, you've muted yourself again.
sorry.
TVP's muted
Why
himself
does
again.
that keep fucking muting?
Wendy says she's a fangirl of the vape snail and the Zeta. Two of the ones that I've already mentioned. That was about the billet box earlier on. The vape snail is super airy. Surprised me. I can fill a 3mm fit. I guess that says a 3mm alien in it. 4mm airflow. Had to knock it down to 3.5. Still very airy. Yeah, it is a bit more airy. It is. EVL alien. My go-to in the book. Rufus, there's an educated man. Rufus says the Zeta and the EVL. Unicron, did TVP make a pasta and parmesan cheese vape asking for a friend?
I've made worse than that, and I've vaped on worse than that, trust me. Okay. Some of the things I've vaped on in my time, you wouldn't believe me, Mark. Okay.
We ought to do I think a juice review every week or something, and get someone's juice in.
I was thinking that. When we were like thinking of like ideas for the show, that was one of the things I thought of, because you're like well in with Jack Rabbit and that. Maybe they could knock us up some vile, disgusting juice, and we could do it like once a week on the show.
Mark,
like a
TVP,
fucking like a
you know what your
chicken
gag. You know what your
Huh?
gag reflex is like. You don't even have to vape it. You'll just open the bottle and you'll be gagging.
Well, nothing with cheese in.
Because there was nothing wrong.
Cheddar.
There was nothing wrong with that vape, and you were like, bleh, bleh, bleh.
It was gross. Cheese and tomato sauce, was it?
Yeah.
Why the flip now would you vape that?
Tame.
Hang on.
It was tame.
We just need a 10-second silence for this comment here from Coyle, who's obviously really educated. The True is still in my daily before the K Fund 2019. What about that?
Get out. Get out. You bad.
Dear little True Tank. Mine is downstairs.
Go to the North Bar.
We still sell plenty of the True Tanks, and people still love them. And, it has stood the test of time. A bit like the FP, so I'm pleased.
Good evening, William.
Will you stock the R&M Dazzle Vape Pods Naturevape from Abdul? Probably not, because pods. I don't know what they are. I haven't seen them. Don't know what they are. Anyone else know what they are?
What's wrong with pods?
Don't be starting to stock pods, Mark. All right. Yeah, that's a good point, Iggy. I just want to touch on that, guys, quickly. I guess you all know, like, Richard Vick stepping away from reviewing.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen his video.
Shame that's a shame, because for me, he's one of the OGs. He's one of the first, probably, handful of people I started watching back in the day. Richard Vick. I've always liked his style. Very laid back, very cool. A bit too laid back for some people, that. But yeah, it'd be a loss. He'd be missed. So whatever you do in the future, Richard, wish you the best, man.
Proper chap, isn't he, as well, Richard? I like Richard. Got a lot of time for him.
He's a
I
gentleman.
think he's still keeping his show though at the minute, ain't he? Each week.
He is. He's keeping the show going, which is, but it'll be a loss to reviewing, most definitely.
Yeah.
And I think also, touching on that, he's probably walking away at a good time, to be fair, because I don't know how you guys feel about this, but I just think reviewings, especially vape reviewing, it's on such a massive downward spiral at the moment. I don't know if it's because of what's happening in America and the scared to ship stuff out, but I hear it everywhere. Like, people are not getting emails anymore. They're not getting half as much stuff sent in. So I think it's on a proper downward spiral, me.
I think it is on a decline.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jackson. I'll let you have your say because and I think that's important because you're a new reviewer. And
I think definitely. Obviously, if I've been doing it 5.5 months, and you use like yourselves and other reviewers do say like it's harder now to get subscribers, to get the views and everything like that, because we're seeing like a dipping point in the vaping, especially everywhere, to be fair with you. But do you not think at some point, rather than us keep going down, do you not think it might come around where we come back up? Do you get what I mean? You know, with a lot of things, I know it's not vaping, but other certain things, you see that massive dip and it goes down and it goes down, and then all of a sudden it comes back up. Do you not see that for vaping?
cyclical.
Not at the moment, Jackson. Not at the moment. I think this is. Sorry, Roy. Go on, Roy.
I think it could do, but as you say, not at the moment. But also, why I think at the minute as well, another reason maybe why companies aren't sending just as much out is there's that many reviewers out there now.
Yeah.
You know, whenever you go back, if you go back to whenever you first started TVP, there wasn't that many reviewers. Well, there wasn't that many decent reviewers out there to start with. You know, people that were articulated, thorough, and what they did. But now it's every man and his dog is reviewing.
Yeah, good.
And
Yeah.
I would say a good percentage of those reviewers are writing to companies going, are you going to send me stuff for review? Are you going to send me stuff for review? Are you going to send me stuff for review? And they're going to get, those companies are going to get so cheesed off, but people just, you know, floods of emails are going, right, we're not sending anything out. We'll go our own way. Plus, a lot of the bigger companies that have got the name out there now don't need to rely on reviewers getting the word out, because they've got the word out, and then there's the companies flogging, you said a dead donkey, but a dead rabbit. And it's just same versions of it, minor tweaks, throw it out.
I think that's definitely got something to do with it, Rob. But I also think what's happening in the bigger picture with all these outlaws in America is definitely having a massive impact. And I think, you know, there's, for anyone out there that, you know, vape reviewing is your business, then you might want to have a rethink on that soon, because I can't see it. I can't see it picking up and getting any better soon. This could be happening for the next 12 to 18 months, if I'm being honest, until America sorts itself out and all this shipping nonsense sorts itself out, because it even looks like China is scared at the moment to ship to us.
I think, do you know what? I think that's a good thing. And I know this is a different approach, but I think I do my reviews because I enjoy doing them. I haven't monetized my channel. I do it because I enjoy it, and I think, yeah, that's good. And I like the products. They interest me. That's where I am, and that's my review. We all review for different reasons. Yeah. But I think they've demonetized a lot of people's channels. They're not paying what they were, even if they are monetized. I don't think the money's in it, and I think that's why we've seen some of the bigger ones say, I'm out of here. I need to do something else that is paying me money. So if they're in it for that reason, I think that's the wrong bloody reason, in my opinion.
Great, 100%.
So I think we'll have an influx of people like yourself, Jackson. It's your hobby. You're interested in it. You're not doing it because you think you're going to be able to pay off your mortgage in a few years' time. You're doing it because you love it. And I think
100%.
that will bring...
That's a great point, Mark. Absolutely fantastic point. And I think a lot of these companies are starting to realise that and looking at people. I don't know, but you know, they look at some reviews and go, "Well, why am I going to pay this guy £100 when I can send these 4 reviewers the item for free?"
Yeah,
and get the same amount of views and it's not costing me anything. So I think they're wising up and they're getting smart. Definitely, I just think it's on a massive decline at the moment, and trust me, I don't think it's going to get any better through the rest of this year. I really fucking don't. I think you might be looking at 12 months steady decline. And yeah, these people who rely on the money and stuff like that, I'd be having a long hard look, me, and having a rethink on what other avenues you can take. Definitely.
Yeah.
But I also think,
to me personally, like, go on, Roy. Sorry, mate.
No, go ahead.
No, it's just like I was going to say. Me personally, obviously, I buy and whatever I get sent off Mark, I sort of look for. You know, when you buy something and you're looking forward for it to come to test it. You know, that's how I get. You know, in the art sort of thing, you're excited buying that product, excited trying it out, and I think that's what you've got to be. I think when you sat there thinking, "Oh, I've got to buy this," or "I'm getting sent this," I don't think you should be doing it personally, because then you are only in it for the money sort of side, ain't you? I think you've got to have that there when products come in. You know, you're keen to try it. You know, you're excited. I think it all comes down to that personally over money.
It ends up like a conveyor belt otherwise. I mean, the last review I did was for this thing, and I meant to speak about it last week, this mission. And I did it a different way. I unboxed it. I hadn't tried it before, put a coil in it. I pretended like I was a customer, really, and I'd just got the product. And I thought this could be a shambles, but I can always just not, you know, retake it. So it wasn't a problem. But I left it, and I put a coil in it, and I left the third. You can probably notice I hadn't had a shave on the third. Went from the intro down on the table, and then the out bit was done 10 days later. But the only problem with that was the theory of it was quite good. So you've had 10 days to try it and use it, see what you think of it. But I'd kind of lost the thread of what I'd said on the table. Like, for instance, it's got flathead screws. And I can't stand flathead screws, but I forgot to mention that in the closing comments because I'd forgotten about them. Does that make sense? So what is the best way to do it? Use
Your
it.
age.
It could be my age, Mark. It could well be my age. You could be right. My comment of Painters Radio obviously amused Rufus. He found that one funny.
Well, I've always said this, Mark. Look, if you get a mod in, right, give it a week. Use it for a week. Use it every day for a week, and you'll generally within that week get the bugs and you know if there's any bugs in it, you'll pick them up. If you're using it every day, there's no need to be using it. You can't. We can't use it for a month. We can't because the cycle is such that you know I think a week's ample for a mod. An RTA, you know, put a couple of builds in. That might take you 2 or 3 days.
I think doing it the way I did do it before was the better way. You just build it, use it in your own time. Think, no, that coil didn't work. Try a smaller internal or a bigger internal diameter coil. Use it with a tobacco juice, a fruit juice, whatever you want to try. And then I think clean out the tank, put it back in the box and do your review is what I think is probably the best way.
Mark, do you not think it's the way you've done it, you know, the 10 day in between them? Never think of just watching back your first bit to see what you said.
I haven't got that intelligence.
Just have a skip through, like, oh yeah, flatted
Do you
screws.
like watching yourself? Because I don't.
I absolutely hate watching myself. And I sat in here last night. I was editing up the Bishop review, and because of no, not the Bishop, the Optima review, I was editing up last night, and because it's got that rebuildable coil in it, I was just like, oh, I had to listen to myself loads to try and get to the bit. And then because I tried recording the sound a different way, the voice wasn't synced up to the video, so I scrapped that and had to do it again. But going back to the conversation earlier, I'm lucky in a way that Michelle just loves buying vape stuff. Yeah. She loves buying used vape stuff, and so I get a review stream coming from that, which is then, because I actually haven't bought it, haven't been sent it for a review, I'm just reviewing what Michelle's bought. It means I can give an honest opinion on it if I find something's absolutely.
Is she watching?
So you're saying you can't give an honest opinion on it if you get it sent in?
No, I can, but I'm just saying that it keeps the honest review.
I just thought that for you again, that, Roy. Like,
is Michelle watching, Roy, at the moment?
Yes, yeah.
I hate enticing her to buy stuff from me, but oh dear.
Mark,
I will be on that like a
I'm buying that. You already know I'm buying that, so see the other thing sitting on your desk, Mark.
What's that?
The other DM stuff that's sitting on your desk. If you show those, you'll get her interest. Not the tube one, but the other one.
Oh, what the mod? The mod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you showed that, if you put that up to the camera, you'd get her interest.
Are you getting Quago Vape's new mod?
Yes.
You better be.
That sample
that was fucking sexy. That, I'm not even gonna lie.
On its way to me as we speak as well. So that's on its way. The tank's on its way. The sample of that converter mod's on its way. There's a whole load of coils coming as well, and also I've had a couple of emails. Did I hear you right? You're doing the 28 plus, was it 28 plus 38, isn't it, Gage? Mouth to lung, Clapton, this one. On a reel, so that we can wind it the other way. Yes, I am. So that's coming as well. And which brings me to Laurie's question. She may have gone now, but I will put it up there. She's basically saying that I usually wrap my coils round the other way to a lot of people. So in other words, I think what she's saying is the coils don't come off at the top, they're down at the bottom, and I've got the coil above it. It doesn't make any difference, Laurie. It's just the way I tend to do it. It doesn't really make any difference at all. So that's certainly not what's wrong with your K-Fund, put it that way. Try it the other way.
No, that's definitely user error, that one, Laurie.
Yeah. Definitely.
Do you think Expo will happen this year?
Nope.
October? Do you
Nope.
know?
Nope.
Next year, next
I
May,
reckon
then
May.
we're looking at, are we?
I reckon
Next
May
May, it's it's highly likely. But as for this year, it's about 1% chance of it happening. You've no chance. They'll do a virtual one.
They're starting to advertise that Vox Bowl already.
Yeah, they'll do a virtual one again. There's zero. The thing is, they can't risk putting all that money in and then the government turning around and saying another lockdown against us. You're talking hundreds of thousands of pounds.
Just can't risk it.
I don't think it'll happen. Does Fiona Clark's comment mean anything to you, Mark? Is that something you know about that I don't, or something?
Oh God, no! I've got a tin of it, Anna. I've had a tin of it here for 6 months, saying that I'm still building up to it.
You're supposed to have done it 6 months ago.
I am getting around to it. Okay, no,
just get it done. Don't whip one out and just get it done.
I've got to build up to it, Roy.
You've been building up for 6 months. Just get it done. Get it whipped out now and get it open. Go on, get it whipped out and get it open.
I will have a look, Abdul. He's saying about the pods look a winner. I'll have a look. I don't mind a pod if that's new technology or they're different or they've got an advantage in some way. Then possibly let's have a look. Let's not keep our eyes closed to them. But as far as churning out the same thing just with different printing on it, no, I'm not interested.
Can I just say a big, massive well done to, I just got a flash up on the phone there, to Northern Ireland ladies football team who have qualified for the Euro finals for the first time ever.
Oh, who fucking cares?
I do.
Women.
To be fair,
sorry, I'm joking, Roy. Hey, they did one better than the men. Put it that way.
Yeah. Northern Ireland ladies have been down there like Tranmere Rovers or something like that, languishing down at the bottom, but the first time ever qualifying for the Euros. So
it's decent. That's decent. I mean, like I said, probably about 8 steps better than the men did, weren't it?
Not better than Northern Ireland. They're doing better than the Northern Ireland men.
Kieran has just put a comment up. Check out the Casters channel. Kieran, you're in chat, and I'm just curious, really. I hope that your wife is doing well. I haven't really.
Yeah, she's home. She's home. She's home doing okay.
Right. And Iggy Mitchell, what's she put? Iggy. Reviewers, you need something fresh. Take a look at Devil Vape. His reviews are done and dusted within 10 to 15 minutes now. Excellent reviews and great quality. Bish, bash, bosh, dosh. Yeah, and also, I think Devil Vape, isn't he changing his night to a Monday night at 9 o'clock?
Yeah, he was on last night.
Yeah, I only saw that. I think it was last night or tonight I saw that come through. So anyone who watches him on a Wednesday, have a look on a Monday, because I think that's going to be...
Yeah, I've always said that, though. Nobody wants to sit through a 35, 40-minute review. And that's not a slight on you, Mark, because you do things differently. You're very, very thorough, very calm, relaxed. But for most people, no, it's true. They don't want to sit through a 40-minute fucking review on an RTA. They end up skipping the video, skip to the build, skip to the end. So I think, yeah, a 15, 20-minute video, that's what I've always stuck to or tried to stick to, unless it's something like a fucking Steam Crave where, there's 50 million bits. But yeah, 15, 20 minutes is where it should be at.
Yours are quite short and punchy, Mark, and you highlight everything that needs highlighting, which is good. You do it your way. I know that I tend to waffle on mine. It's just this what I do. And
snap.
So, you know, with very, very little editing, snap.
Yeah, that's another thing, Mark. So you pretty much do it in one take, which
I do.
You know, without editing, it's going to be that long. It really is. But you're thorough. If people want to see thorough and watch every fucking single step, then watch you. If they want to see some fancy shit and a few steps missing, then watch me.
I might as well do mine live, to be honest, because I never normally have to cut them or do anything. Never. So I might as well just do them live, really. Which it's true, though, isn't it? Right, where are we? What's that? 9:45. Where did that time go?
It goes well quick.
What's Wendy put here? This looks a long comment, but a valid one. When you begin looking around for reviews, you find that there are product reviewers, there are lifestyle type vape reviewers, and those that review for the smoker. You aren't all inclusive, in my opinion. I think that's a fair comment, really.
I think if you were a smoker looking at getting into vaping, then the only advice I would give to that smoker is watch the reviewers 1,000 subs and less, because then you'll find, you know, and this again, it's no slight on them, but you'll find things more likely to get you off smoking, like the pods, like the you know, the all-in-one stuff like that, because you don't tend to see a lot of the big boys doing stuff like that. So if you're a smoker, definitely check out the smaller reviewers, because you'll find what you need there.
And Adrian's on about clickbait for vaping. I get annoyed with clickbait, don't you? I see it a lot. You know, I think YouTube is a good information center about all sorts of different things. Like, I mean, I've had moles. I looked at mole traps with like rats going around here because I live in the sticks, and you know, you look up these things. I think I've got one here. This was quite interesting. There you go. Fancy finding that when you look on YouTube, eh?
That's right.
What's the chances? So, but you see all sorts of clickbait thumbnails, don't you? You really do.
I think Mark just got those splinters out of his ass sitting on that fence. What are you saying?
I thought the funny side of that. I thought, I fancy coming
No, clickbait. Do you know what? It's funny because I was having a discussion with somebody on this about 2 nights ago about clickbait, and I thought, you know, you see some of these clickbait videos and they get massive views, and I'm thinking, why can't I start doing that? I might fucking start doing a bit of clickbait. Screw it, man.
Well, I watch some things about the stock market, and you get headline like "crash about to happen." So, and you think, "Oh, I better have a look at that." And you think, "You dickhead!" You know why? Why does he think he's not? But already he's got like 3,000 views in half an hour because everyone thinks, "Oh my god, I'm going to lose my money." So everyone has a look. So there's all sorts like that. But I don't think you should. I think people get annoyed with it after a while.
Yeah, I think you've just won the internet tonight with that picture you've just put there, Mark. I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, I'm trying so hard to keep my laughter in, but
Mark, if we can't have a bit of fun, what's the world?
It's giving me heartburn.
Simon, it's a hobby for me. No one pressuring me to do reviews. Buy my own and win giveaways. Also love the live 4-hour show. Yeah, Simon's another one, isn't he? He does it because he loves it. He's not doing it because he wants to, you know, add to his pension pot or whatever. Is he retired, Simon? Or have I aged him badly?
Yeah, but listen, again, this is no slight on Simon, but no one's asked. No one's asked Simon. Listen, you do it because you want to do it. Nobody needs to explain themselves.
Yeah.
You know, you don't need to be in chat or go on video and explain yourself as to why you're doing something. You're doing it because you fucking want to do it. That's the end of it.
Yeah.
I'm not asked. I don't want explanations off reviewers. Oh, I do this because I love it. And well, I don't care. You do it because you want to do it, and that's that.
It's not Mark.
Yeah,
you don't know Shell that well. That's not Shell's. That won't tick our boxes.
Well,
that ticks my boxes, not Michelle's.
I thought it really would.
No. No, that won't tick her box as well. It's like I said to you with the stick one you showed earlier or last week. That won't tick her boxes, but the mod bit of it, even though it's not that great, that still will tick her boxes.
Okay, I'm only teasing anyway, as you well know.
I know.
Peter wants to know about the reload S's. I've just said they're en route, aren't they?
They're in clearance at the minute, customs clearance at the minute. So I expect they will be here. What are we today? Tuesday. I'd hopefully be here by the end of the week. Hopefully Thursday, Friday. So yeah, hopefully. And I know there's a lot of people waiting for them. And I think you don't really like single coil RTAs, Mark, do you? But I think you would like this one. I think you would.
Yeah, I'm not a massive fan. But I also think my vape style's changing lately. Like I'm obviously into mountain lung and that. So maybe, I don't know, maybe it might be worth picking one up just to try it, because they're not mega expensive. I was looking at.
Do you still like the
Lambo?
Lamo?
Today, Mark. What's the other mod like that? What's it called? The other
Easy mod.
Easy
no,
mod.
no, it's an Ed one.
An Ed one. No, that's
not the balance. No, there was another one.
Side by side.
Yeah, there was a balance and another one. There's the balance, this one and another one. I'm sure there was.
Well, there's the easy mod.
Okay, you're gonna make me go look now, aren't you? Don't even know what's on his own website, does he?
No, not half the time. Ask Tina. She's got far more knowledge.
Right, talk amongst yourselves a sec.
Iggy Mitchell, 12 years ago, when I started vaping, it was new. Those of us who vape now know I think I know this is going. That's a relevant point. We all kind of know what would be awful and what would be good. Cotton wire, tank, battery, nothing new. She's right. I think what Iggy's trying to suggest is that when we first started, a lot of our reviews were aimed at people smoking, saying there is an alternative to your Benson hedges, and this one will give you what you need. It's gone beyond that now, isn't it? I think most people know that vaping exists, and they're probably at some point. So it's
Mark. It is the Flex Zachary.
I apologize. The Flex. Yeah, I've still got them. Yeah.
What's the matter with you? You don't even know what's on your own website.
Not about the poor little Flex. The Flex Zachary.
That looks sexy. That I'm tempted.
Yeah, tiny. Mine's downstairs beside my chair with the True Tank on it. So, but yeah, it's tiny. Lovely little mod. Hello? That's my phone. Sorry about that. Mark, open it in a bucket of water. Jay's vape reviews. Open it in a bucket of water. Open what in a bucket of water?
That's the strumming that Mark has to do.
That's the what?
Oh, the strumming, that fish challenge.
Oh, right. Okay. I don't even know what
I'm building myself up to it. I think by Christmas I should be ready.
Mm.
And the tin went off in February, so it'll be even better, won't it? Here's a good question, Mark, because you're quite intelligent. How can fermented fish sealed in a can go off? Because it's fermented in its own bacteria.
Is that what you've got to do?
Yeah.
When you're probably talking to the other Mark when you were saying about intelligent. Possibly wasn't me. Jackson.
No, you're a elderly gentleman, aren't you?
Tins, of course. They've found tins, haven't they, that are years old, and the food's still fine inside them, haven't they?
Yeah.
But if it's
that's not fermented in its own fucking bacteria, is it?
Yeah, fermented and like sealed. Oh no, that's not right. That's wrong, isn't it? It's wrong on a lot of levels. That one shouldn't be.
The tin's all swollen as well. All the top's swollen up.
Oh, so it's bacteria pushing it. It's a bit like, if you get a thing of chicken legs or something, if the polythene has started to swell, you know that they're on. You probably shouldn't be eating them.
Yeah, and all the tins all rusty, Mark, as well.
So you got a bit of rust in there as well.
Bit of rust, bit of bacteria, be right.
So the big question is,
I reckon I put 20 quid down TVP that you won't even eat a bit of it. As soon as you open that tin, you will throw your guts up.
I wouldn't even take that bet because I'm not convinced any will pass by my lips.
I don't think, even if it gets anywhere near your lips, you will just throw up straight away with it, because your gag reflex is bad anyway. But that stuff that stuff, you can smell it from half a mile away. As someone
How do you know it's bad, Roy?
Because I've known somebody who's opened a tin and ate some, and I was and have smelt it. And trust me, if I was gipping just at the smell of it, your gag reflex is 1,000 times worse than mine.
Mm.
And you will throw rings around you.
I think the worst thing you can smell, which has gone off, is pork. And years and years ago, when I was married, my wife went in hospital, and I couldn't cook. I never cooked, and I thought, what's in the fridge? And there was a bit of pork shit, and I thought, I wonder if it's still all right. And I went, oh, honestly, I fell out the kitchen door. I was just, oh no.
We did. When I was a painter, Mark, we used to do schools in the 6-week holidays. We'd go in, do the kitchen, some corridors and stuff, and we did this kitchen once. And this was the last week of the school holidays, right? And they'd fucking turned all the fridges off. We walked, as soon as we opened this kitchen door, right? My boss puked. He vomited straight away all over the fucking floor. We were fucking heaving and retching, and this smell was like nothing I've ever smelled before. It was like rotting corpses. And it turned out they'd unplugged this fridge, and it had all frozen meat in, and it had all fucking rotted and gone off. And the smell. But you couldn't smell it nowhere else, or just apart from the kitchen, because it was all sealed. But as soon as we opened the doors, it was wretched. And we still had to paint it with that smell.
Yeah, no, that's not good. Adrian Mason, Rufus, yes, watch longer than here. Who was Rufus on out then? Who's long then? Not for me. Don't know. Kieran says if it's longer than 15 minutes, do bloody timestamps. I never do timestamp. That's more effort involved, isn't it? Times. The one thing I do say, I look at a YouTube video, and when I see the advert slots going through, I just switch off.
I click off. Yeah.
I'm watching. Because you get a choice as to how many adverts, how heavily you want to monetize your channel, and when people dial that up to the max to get as much as they can, I just think you're not having any of my time. I don't.
No, I've unsubscribed from at least 2 of my favorite YouTubers, because you click on a video and there was like 30 ads on a 20-minute video, and it's like, no, I'm not fucking doing it. I refuse to sit through.
There's nothing worse either than getting into watching something, and an advert kicks into it, and you can't click off it. And sometimes it's like maybe you have to watch 5 or 6 seconds of a bloody advert before you can skip it.
That's like Facebook videos now. I won't even click on a Facebook video now, because I know there's going to be an advert on. Even if I really want to watch it, I just don't click on it, because I'm not fucking watching your shitty ad.
Facebook, if I get to an ad, if I'm watching and it gets to an ad, I'll just click off it and go on then.
There you go.
Not even asked it ends.
Michelle B, she's got the answer for you, Mark. Look, Michelle, just stick drama alert in your titles. That'll do. She's got it. Look, she's got it right.
No, I've got to go balls deeper than that, and I'm going clickbait. I've got to be donkey balls. So.
Donkey balls. Right. Well, I've nearly caught up, which means I must be getting near the time. We are.
Isn't it funny how he catches up at 5 to 10?
I always do, don't I? It's spooky, isn't it?
I'm just thinking, Michelle put drama alert about 25 minutes ago.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
Listen, you're in a shed.
That discussion was about 9:30.
You're in a shed. Do you get rats in that shed, Roy?
I've been on Top Chat all the way through the show.
Have you?
I've been on Top Chat all the way through, man.
That's 2 weeks in a row. That's 2 weeks in a row, Mark.
What's wrong with me?
Michelle wants to know, it's Richard Vick who's leaving the vape review scene, but he is doing continuing his weekly show, I believe. So,
is he doing the show, or is the show just continuing?
No, he's doing the show.
Doing the show, I know.
See, even Michelle agrees. That was ages ago. She's just put in chat there now.
I'm down the bottom. I'm literally now down the bottom.
Are you on Top Chat?
I don't get that. I've got my Ecamm chat, so I've got all comments here. All comments. It's pick on Naturevape week.
Would we do something like that?
Yeah. What's Jay on about? I spelt it how you say it. Ha ha, Michelle below it.
Surstrumming.
Hot
Or
dog.
not the surstrumming, the sauerkraut.
Ah, right. Okay. And now I'm definitely down the bottom because there's Rufus's last comment. And Kieran says,
I saw someone say sauerkraut was rank, but do you know what? I love sauerkraut, mate.
Kieran says there's some good mouse traps on Google search.
It's not better if you go on YouTube search and look for them.
Don't set me off. Don't set me off again, Kieran. Do not put that picture back up, okay?
That one took you by surprise, didn't
it? Can you recommend some good mouse traps?
Perhaps you could search the same vendor. They might sell mouse ones as well. But yeah, moles. I've got a particular mole issue where I live. So poor bless her little heart. So lovely things, really.
Oh, he went proper Norfolk then, didn't he? Oh, where I live.
Where are you? where I am.
Proper mole issue where I live.
Well, I am proper Norfolk. My family, well, my father wasn't from around here, but you know, on my mother's side, Norfolk through and through.
Have you got a combine harvester?
No, that's definitely.
I give you the key.
I've got a brand new combine harvester. I'll give you the key. Ooh, ooh.
If you go to London or anything, they say, so whereabouts in Australia did he come from? Bloody Australia. So, and last week, of course, we about this time at the end, we did mention silver, which Tina was very keen on. Obviously, you know, she
was loving it. She was riveted to the screen, wasn't she?
Now, she wanted the whole thing again.
I had a look on Royal Mint the next day, and which one of you buggers in chat bought all the silver? Because there wasn't any.
It was all gone.
It was all gone.
It was Jackson. Jackson's like, oh, silver.
Jackson, you bought it all.
We wish. If I had the money, I probably would have.
There was literally none. And I thought, I wonder if anyone in chat did buy any. So if you're in chat and you bought some, just tell us, because I think that'd be great if you did. I can assure you, I didn't. So it wasn't me. It wasn't me. But I did do a copy, because I opened my mouth last week, and Donkey Balls has come up on here. Look.
It's gone down.
That is the silver chart.
And it's gone down.
It's peaked at Donkey Balls, look.
Yeah, no, it hasn't really, Roy, if you ever look today. But I've put a green line there, look, target by April 2023. So I've even put it in there where I said last week it would be. So we shall see.
Well, we'll keep an eye on that, Mark, won't we?
It's now cast in whatever. So I've made a note of it and put the date on it. So we shall see. I could be completely wrong, but that was my. We've hit 10 o'clock, guys.
I'm not saying anything about your track record or anything, Mark. Let's hope you're not. Okay. Otherwise, Jackson's going to be very upset sat with all that silver worthless.
Jackson remortgaged
Royal Mint bars.
Tell him why. You got to listen to Naturevape. He knows what he's talking about.
The crazy Russian hacker bought a couple of mystery boxes, and he had loads of silver in it.
Oh, he must own about a fucking $2 million worth of silver every time. Because I follow him on Facebook. All his videos now are like silver openings and shit.
Who's that?
Yep. The crazy Russian hacker
on Facebook.
He's fun. He's so funny to watch, just with his accent and the way he describes things. It's just between him and Chris Ramsey.
Oh, I love Chris Ramsey.
Donkey Balls.
Chris Ramsey is fantastic. I started getting my puzzle collection.
Oh, I love his puzzles. What he does.
Michelle's been buying me puzzles.
She treats you well, doesn't she, Roy?
She does. She treats me like a king.
She really does. You're a lucky fella.
Hey, Roy, question.
Yeah.
Just before we wrap up, when are you painting them walls?
I'm not. No, I've decided that with the shelving, a couple of posters go up here and down there. Need to paint them.
I'm not feeling it, right. I think nice black walls would be fucking killer in there.
Black. That would
Black,
show
yeah.
up every speck of dirt.
Nah, black
Yeah,
or like really dark grey.
Vaping looks good off black, though, doesn't it, as well? Shows the vaping.
Look, killer, right? Trust me.
It's chipboards. They're really hard to paint. You have to prime it
Right,
first.
we're wrapping up.
You're a painter. You're a painter and decorator. Chipboard.
X.
Do you have to prime it first? Well, you're an ex-smoker. You still smoke.
Yeah, just slap a bit of wood primer on, nice and thin. Water it down, bit of wood primer on, and just paint it.
Oh, Michelle.
Oh, look at that.
Thank you,
Right,
Dan.
who's going first?
Have we got Mark? You let me down tonight. You haven't mentioned anything about the thumbs up.
I have in chat.
Have you? You normally
I have in chat, and when I do my goodbye, I shall be mentioning it as well. So I'll go first. I'm going to say
normally
goodbye.
bully them.
I'm going to bully them right now.
Bully.
Right, guys, everybody in chat, thank you so much. Thanks to all the spanners. Thanks to everyone in chat. Thanks to everyone that's asked a question. Love it, love it, love it as always. And guys, please hit that fucking thumbs up. All right, it takes you like 1 second. Shit houses. Hit the thumbs up just for that picture right there.
I want to get you there. I want you to choke.
If that picture's not worth a thumbs up, then I'm sorry. I do not know what it is, because that is amazing. All right. Amazing picture. No, thank you, everyone.
Thumbs up. I'll go on a political rant.
Yeah. Thanks, Jackson.
Oh, no,
thank you. Thank you, Grandpa. And I'll pass it on to Roy.
Grandpa.
Thank you to every single person in chat. Hit those thumbs up, or else I'll go off on a political rant. And you don't want that. Bore you all to tears. Thank you to Mark, and Mark. And we'll see you all same time next week. Over to Mr. Jackson.
Yeah, thanks to everybody in chat. Thanks to Mark, obviously, for having me on the show. TVP, Roy yourself, cracking as usual. Apart from my in and out at the beginning, sort of, we'll forget about that. But no, cracking show again, and see you all again. Same time, same place next Tuesday.
Fantastic stuff. Thank you, Jackson. And, don't stress out. You can't help your broadband connection. It is what it is. It's just one of those things.
It is. Yeah.
I'm sure some night.
Fucking shite.
Oi. We've got 60-foot bloody lead. I've got paid to upgrade and everything. I'm still dropping out.
No one has
dropped
harder than you could have done. So I know that. And, a lot of people see that side of it. So I can assure you guys, he really has tried. So, yeah, thanks, everybody. Thanks for your comments. Enjoy tonight. Sometimes it's just the light relief that you need, and it's all a bit of fun. So all we need, and we have a little bit of a vaping chat as well. It's all a bit of a mix and a match. So
and rest in peace, Prince Philip, legend.
Yes.
Yes, totally agree.
Yeah, we should have mentioned that perhaps earlier and didn't. So, yeah, definitely agree with that. So until next week, take care, one and all, and behave like what we do. And we'll see you next week. Take care, folks. Bye.